For more on all of this, let's turn now to CBC's Olivia Stefanovic, who's joining us from Ottawa and was listening to the Health Minister, Kamal Khera, make the dental announcement just a short time ago in Newmarket, which is north of Toronto. So, Olivia, really good to see you. What more can you tell us about the program's expansion?
Well, Natasha, you can expect to hear a lot more about this expansion on the campaign trail when Prime Minister Mark Carney, after he heads to Rideau Hall tomorrow and asks the Governor General to dissolve Parliament and call a snap federal election. When the federal government initially introduced the dental care program, thanks to the help of the NDP, it didn't result in a dramatic boost of support to either party. But fast forward to today, the eve of this federal election, and millions of Canadians have already accessed this dental care program. They've gone to the dentist and received coverage thanks to this program that the Liberals and NDP put in place. And the federal government says with this expansion that they're announcing and promising today, more than 5 million Canadians will be able to soon possibly access dental coverage if they vote for the Liberals or another political party like the NDP, which supports dental care. And the Health Minister, Kamal Khera, who made this announcement today, she says this is more than allowing Canadians to get their teeth cleaned. This is about oral health care, saving lives, because patients who can access this health care, they might be able to detect oral cancer, for example. She said that happened to one of the patients that already received care under this program. And it's also an affordability measure, saving Canadians $850 per year if they are eligible for this program. Here's more from the Health Minister.
That is about transforming lives for more than 9 million Canadians. This cohort is the largest group to enroll in our dental care plan. In total, we're expecting an additional 4.5 million Canadians to be eligible for dental coverage.
So will this expansion go ahead? This is just being promised today. It's important to note that this expansion for the 5 million Canadians who've been waiting to access dental care these people will only be able to apply for dental coverage in May, and they will only be able to start receiving services in June. So again, this is very much a campaign promise that the Liberal government is making for the remaining 18 to 64-year-olds who have been waiting for a long time now, since the federal government announced that it wants to move forward with dental care to actually access a dentist. The federal government now trying to corner the Conservatives to take a position on this, which they haven't up to this point, to clearly state whether they would keep this program, cancel it, or reduce it in some fashion, Natasha.
Olivia, let's talk about this, because off the top I was saying, is this even going to become a reality? Because as we've all been reporting, we are expecting an election call to come tomorrow. So let's talk about the timing of this announcement.
Well, Parliament was expected to resume on Monday. And if that was to happen, Natasha, then we'd have a situation in which the opposition leader, the official opposition leader, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, would stand up in question period and question and criticize a prime minister who would not be able to sit in a seat. So he would be basically speaking to an empty chair, because at this moment, Carney does not have a seat in the House of Commons. And if he were to show up in the House of Commons, if Parliament were to resume on Monday, then he would actually be in the visitors' gallery. So, of course, the Liberals don't want to have this situation in place. The Liberals are also riding high in the polls right now. They've done a remarkable comeback, if you will, since they were trailing so far behind in the polls, behind the Conservatives for more than a year. And, if this federal election was held a few months ago, we would very likely have a situation where Poilievre would have been the prime minister. But a lot has happened. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he stepped down, and now we have a new prime minister in place. There's also the Trump factor, right, with U.S. President Donald Trump threatening economic warfare against Canada with tariffs in place, more tariffs expected to come next month. There's a report out right now that Alberta Premier Danielle Smith told an American media outlet that she actually spoke to Trump officials, she says, some members of the Trump administration, urging them to sort of pause this whole all these tariff threats and these threats of even annexation against Canada, because she says it's actually helping the Liberals at this current moment in time. And this could actually result in the Liberals being elected in the next federal election. So that is an interesting development that we are watching. And it's important to note that it's unclear at this point in time which riding Carney will run in. As I mentioned, he does not have a seat. There is speculation that he could possibly run in the riding of Nepean. It was just announced this week that Chandra Arya, a Liberal MP who sought the position that Carney is in now, he tried to become Liberal leader, but was disqualified. Arya is not running in that riding. So it is possible that we could see Carney run in that riding. And just yesterday, we saw that former cabinet minister Randy Boissonnault, he announced that he is not seeking re-election. That leaves Edmonton Centre, that riding, open. And we know that Carney launched his campaign in Edmonton. So we are waiting to see which riding he will decide to run in. We are hoping to hear clarification on that when this federal election is expected to kick off, Natasha, tomorrow.
So much to cover. I know you'll be doing that for us. CBC's Olivia Stefanovic in Ottawa. Thank you, Olivia.